We are live. We're going to be recording in the studio today for a future Shining Bright episode, and I want you all to hear my message of what we're recording. So here we go. Welcome to Shining Bright, and I want to say, first of all, hello. I'm glad you're here with us. This is a weird time that we are in, you guys. This is like I've never seen anything like it. I know none of you out there have either. I know that your parents haven't seen anything like it, or maybe your grandparents. This is unprecedented at best, and it's hard to even find the words for thinking about how we all should navigate forward. And so I first want to tell you, I've had lots of questions about what's going on at FarmHer. Guess what? This is how we work already. So we're recording the podcast. We're doing voiceovers for the TV show. We're operating remotely. We're talking to our team who maybe is, coming in via video calls because we've got Jody down in Kansas and we've got Hannah down in Texas, and Aaron and I are in the same area, but we're doing our best to stay connected and to keep things rolling forward. We don't have any filming dates set anytime soon, so nothing's going to change about what you see on the TV. Guess what? We have everything filmed all the way through August, so yay for being prepared. In the short term, nothing's going to change as far as what you see from us, but what I want to talk about as we are focusing on this, like I said, this really tough time, I know that you all, just like me, are thinking about how to keep your family from harm's way, right? Is that not the first thing that pops into our heads? And I know it seems selfish, but it is the real. My first concern is I am so worried about keeping my kids safe, and is my mom safe, and how are we going to protect all of our friends and our family, and like, is everybody okay, right? So you're worried about your family, you're worried about your neighbors, and how are they holding up? I know you're thinking about all the medical workers. I know that this is weighing heavy on me, you guys. They have to be out there on those front lines, the police officers, the first responders, the firefighters, the medical workers. So many people, especially the medical workers, because they're the ones charged with helping us get through what is a medical crisis, right? And so we're praying for them. If you're like me, I kind of worry, am I going to have enough food? The grocery store shelves are empty right now, and I know everyone's saying it's going to be okay, but it's hard not to worry about that, right? I know that so many of you are taking action out there to make sure that lives are still okay, that businesses are okay, that things keep on turning and the world keeps on turning in small towns, big towns, everything alike. But and if you're like me too, you're probably dealing with kids who don't know how to deal with this. Heck, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to deal with this. And so I know my kids are anxious, they're worried, and I don't know what to tell them. And so it's pretty hard to paint a picture of this reality, which is why I wanted to talk to you guys about this. So you can find all of this on our blog on farmher.com. It is a new blog that I just put out there called See the Good FarmHer. And I find myself obsessively absorbing all of the news in my feed, and it brings me down and it scares me. I find myself at a loss for words. Then I'm just talking to hear myself have some sort of reassurance, you guys. I keep just saying the same things over and over. And also, just like you, I don't know what this means for tomorrow. I don't know what it means next week. I don't know the next month. Heck, I don't even know the next year. We just had a meeting about November, and I have no certainty in any of that. And so my shirt is really relevant. It says winging it. If you're with me, that's kind of where we are. And I think that's our new norm for a while. So, that's kind of the lay of the land of where we are with FarmHer. That's the lay of the land about how I feel. And I know that you all feel somewhat the same way. So what am I going to do? I'm going to keep my head down and keep working. I'm going to fill up all those extra spaces of time because I'm not going and getting on an airplane. I'm not getting in my car and traveling across the country. I'm not going to be, doing all the things that all my calendar was full. And it's now not full for the next 6 weeks. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take some time to catch up on some of those shows and good things out there that I haven't had the time to pay attention to. I'm going to take some walks. I'm going to get lots of fresh air. I'm going to try to spend some more time with my kids if I don't go insane and us all feel like we have to kill each other while being locked in. So I want to tell you our world at Farm Her has always been about sharing the good, okay? We've been about sharing the good out there. These women are amazing, they're awesome, and they are so good. And so you can watch all of those stories. We have 4 years of content, you guys. You can tune into our TV show on RFD TV every Friday and Sunday at 9:30 Eastern. You can go to RFD TV Now, which is their new streaming app, and you can binge watch every single Farm Her episode that's ever been out there. And of course, you're here with us. You can listen to Shining Bright. You can get it wherever podcasts are available. And we have, again, so much content out there. You can head over to our blog and see some of the ones that I've highlighted that I think are really relevant. So, that is the end of the first segment of next week's Shining Bright, you guys. So I just went live with it. I did the first segment while I was talking to you about what is weighing heavily on my mind. And so you're going to be able to hear that not in today's Shining Bright that comes out, but in 1 week from today, you'll hear that and all of the good that's going to come in that episode as well next week, because we're going to be telling the really cool story next week of a woman named Michelle, and she founded a company called Willowbomb, and it is like a story of entrepreneurial spirit, digging deep, running fast, working hard, and seeing it all pay off. And we all love that, right? Like that's such a cool thing to be able to see and experience. So today you can tune into the podcast that comes out that is also very relevant. It should be out here in the next 30 minutes or so, and you can get it wherever you get your Shining Bright podcasts. Again, so if it's iTunes, if it's Stitcher, if it's Pandora, I don't care where you get them. Shining Bright by Farm Her is there, and you can hear us talk to Adrienne DeSutter, who has been focusing on mental health and wellness in rural communities. And I think this is all relevant whether you're in a rural community or not, right? Like this is a good discussion to have because, again, we're in a very unprecedented time. And we all just kind of have to wing it and figure out what's best. And so, again, to me, the best thing that I can come up with is filling up my cup with what I'm watching and what I'm absorbing and not bringing myself down too far with all of the scary stuff that's out there. So just a peek into my day here as we record again on Shining Bright. I hope you have enjoyed it, and check out this week's episode, check out next week's episode, and stay safe, everybody.